mute.
Welcome to our opportunity call this evening. My name is Jan25, and I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I want to go over a few points with you. So Plexus was founded in 2008. In 2014, Plexus was the #8 fastest growing private company in the United States. We are the 23rd largest direct selling firm in the entire world. We are also a debt-free company, which is huge. And all of our products are made in the United States. And we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
So I'm Jen Cohen. I am a Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I'm going to go over just every other slide really with you. But all of our products right here kind of condensed into one. They are clean, plant-based. We have something for everyone. As you can see right in the middle, we have something for kids. It ranges between the main staple part of it is gut health, but it ranges between anything from weight loss, gut health, and a little bit of beauty. I remember we said a phrase, but I can't remember it. So you can buy welcome packs right now that are for 3 products or a little bit larger for $109 or $209, and then anything in between there too. So a la carte as well.
So right now is the perfect time to join because of the low cost. So typically our annual fee is $39.95. So just like you would pay a Costco membership, it's actually $20 right now for the entire year, and you do make that up in the very first month of ordering. So when you do sign up as a wholesale ambassador or customer, you do save 25% from retail, so it's a huge savings. We also have an amazing program called Plexus Perks. And with that, if you are staying consistent with your products, you earn credits towards free products every month. And you can also make a commission on your very own order.
So a couple ways you can be profitable right away with Plexus is we have an ambassador referral bonus program. So what that really means is on this graphic, you can see if you add 1 person, you'll earn an additional $33 right up front. Add 2, $66, and a first time silver, which is if you add 3 people, let's say your sister, your mom, your cousin, you'll add 3 people, you earn additional $200 right away. And that can be huge, when starting a new business or starting up with something. It could even cover the cost of your products. But it's a thank you bonus for, sharing the gift of health and happiness. And of course, you can see a few more in the first 30 days, you can earn another $299. And by the second full month, it's called a fast start bonus. If you add 10, you get an additional $830. So that in 2 months is something that a lot of companies you just don't see. And you can get right here.
So alongside with the income that you're producing as you're working your business, you're also earning incentive prices, which is pretty amazing. They're very, very generous. So when you open up your first tier as you're working your business, you're going to earn an Apple iWatch and Apple AirBuds. The second tier will open up a laptop, either being a MacBook Air or a Surface Pro 7. The third tier will open up a cash bonus. So you're earning all of these as you're growing your business. And then the fourth would be a trip to Paris. That would be an annual. So if you earn it all every quarter, you're going to earn the Paris trip. And then the top earners also get a trip to New York before Paris. Pretty crazy.
It's amazing. So how it works, we have 6 simple steps in what you can follow. The first one is, I'll go over the first 3, Bon's gonna go over the second 3. The first is send. You can send videos, invites, to anyone that you'd like to. We have a very cool app that you can send a video right from that app, and you can actually track to see if someone watches it, how much they got through it, to make sure that they got it. All of the things that technology provides for us, you'll be able to send and track there. The second thing is sharing. So you can send samples right from that same app, or, you can hand them out in person. You can share testimonies, and ultimately you're sharing the gift again of health and happiness. The third thing is invite people. We have tons and tons of resources like Facebook groups, wellness Zoom. You can get your sponsor or a couple people on a three-way call, or a group call, just to share with all the stories like you're going to hear tonight. But really all it is sharing and talking and giving.
And then number 4 would be recruit. And what the acronym Franks stands for is your friends. Okay, your friends that these are all people that need the products or need the opportunity, or both. So we've got your friends, we've got your relatives, we've got acquaintances, we've got neighbors, and we've got people in your kids' lives. The S would be your social network, or even I'd like to add another S onto that, and that would be strangers. And that's not in a weird way. It's just you meet people on a daily basis, whether it be on social media or in person, and that's a great opportunity to just establish new relationships. And if they're following you on social media, they're going to know what you're doing, and they might be interested. Number 5 would be retain. So we retain our customers and our team by taking care of them, by reaching out, and by pouring into them. And then number 6, as you're doing all those things, you are ranking up in the company and earning more and more income.
Okay. So with the rank ups and growth, you can read most of the things that are on the screen. There obviously is different checkpoints throughout it, and they're very pretty colors. But the first one is, like I mentioned before, is a silver ambassador. So you get 3 ambassadors, which means, or we use the term ambassador, or you can say wholesale customer. Some people just want to be a customer for the cheapest part of their products, or buying it for the cheapest. And you'll attain points as you go. So the points are going to allow you to rank up, as well as other customers that you will be getting will get you commissionable opportunities as well. But the biggest things that you want to take away from the growth part of this is the skills and benefits you're going to learn throughout your journey, because it's way more than anyone can ever dream of, with just points and people and money, right? So what you're going to be learning is, in the first category, is decision making, confidence, positive mindset, and you'll also get your products paid for because you're helping other people get their products as well. During the gold phase, or the senior gold phase, you're learning things like empowerment and team development, grit, leadership, and public speaking, because all of those things you need in everyday life, but also when building a team, and maybe if you have a different job in your job that you're currently doing with your children, anything could really help with that leadership and that grit and just empowerment, all the things. And then in Ruby Ambassador, you're enhancing all of those things that you just learned in the previous levels, because you don't forget those as you go along the way. But you're also reaping benefits of significant financial gains, which is very cool.
So here you are at the jewel level. And this is where it gets really, really exciting. So all that hard work really, really pays off. When you get to that emerald level, you have a little bit over 300 wholesale ambassadors underneath you. Sapphire would be next, with you're doubling your number of ambassadors. And then the diamond level, you're at the top of the company. This is where you have a little over 900 wholesale ambassadors underneath you. Okay, so when you get to that emerald level, this is where you get that shiny new Plexus Lexus, or you do, if you don't choose to get the Lexus, you do get a lifestyle bonus instead. You also get a trip for 2, a luxurious trip for 2. And then you're going to get all of those skills that you got in the previous levels. You're going to get that, but they're going to be now more enhanced because you're going to have more experience. You're going to have substantial residual income. You're going to have higher levels of leadership. You're going to have time freedom. You are creating a legacy business for you and your family at this point. And This is just, it's just an amazing opportunity that is there for anybody that wants it.
Okay, so our family we call one Plexus, and I'm going to show you a little bit about my journey specifically, and show you. I've only been doing this a year, but it's absolutely um, very attainable for anyone coming in with no experience needed, really. So, okay, cool. That's me. I'm Jen. I brought on this really cute gal, Kaylee, and Kaylee has also brought on 20 people in this program, and Kaylee has only been doing this 5 months, 6 months. So it's very, again, very attainable. She had no experience before. I was also had the privilege of bringing on Ty, and Ty has brought on 9 people, and Ty's been doing it even less than Kaylee, but still growing and at her rate, right? So overall, since I've been with Plexus, I brought on 63 people, which is cool. Now, I was brought on by this crazy cool Jersey lady named Yvonne, and Yvonne, that lady has a total of 670 people. Now, Yvonne's been doing this for 2 years. So you can imagine the company's been around a little bit longer than that. And she's just getting started. So when Yvonne got started, this really, really more awesome, crazy lady, Michelle, brought her on. And Michelle is sitting at, and I think I did forget to update the thing. No, I didn't. We're good. So Michelle has 1,261 people on her team. And it's really cool because when you look at that number, it's about the lives impacted, right? So it's not just a number, even though it's showing on a screen. If you think about them, all the lives have been touched by some sort of health and happiness, and of course, Michelle along the way, which is even cooler. Now, Michelle has been brought on by Amy, and Amy's been doing it just a little bit longer too, with 1,853 people. And this is what really blows my mind because when you think about people growing in a company in general with no skills coming into it, no college experience or um, extra levels of what needs to happen, it when you can see someone accomplish something like this who actually started in the beauty industry, it's mind blowing to me. So Amy was brought on by this awesome lady named Jamie Laura. Now Jamie Laura has 10,000 people on her team. I didn't show it, but um, it's really cool because Jamie Laura is now a leader of over or thousands of people that she never knew before, right? And now she can touch them, impact them on her journey and her experiences. And even cooler is Jamie Laura was brought on by someone named Leslie. And this isn't even the end of our journey. And your journey is going to look similar, but very different with your names and numbers and all of that. But what I wanted to represent here is it's one big happy family. We're one Plexus. And if I need to call Leslie, I can call her up, even though she's so far down this chain, doesn't matter. And she's a Jersey girl too, so it helps. But yes, Michelle. So ultimately, the cool thing is we're a family and we all want to be to help each other. And that's why we're all here tonight and wanting to share this opportunity with you.
Thank you, Jen. I love that illustration. It just kind of really simplifies it. So this is an example of our income, and this is the average of all of the levels. So this is not like you get to that level and that's what you're making. It's the average overall of the entire company. So you see at the silver level with those 3 ambassadors underneath you, your annual salary would be 5,083. We move it all up to what Leslie and Jamie are, right? That diamond ambassador, their average would be 429,000 per year. But just to let you know, that is not the cap. You can go higher and higher and higher. And actually, after you get to a certain level, you can start a whole second business. So it's possible for you to have a double diamond legacy business. So it's pretty incredible. There is no ceiling. It's just you just keep growing and growing and growing, and pretty much, you know, you're creating this legacy while you're sleeping. Is pretty much how it works. So I'm going to introduce the beautiful Julia Rasdell. She is going to be the first one of us to share her testimony. Take it away.
Hi, good evening. I'm so happy that you all are on here joining us, and I'm so excited whenever Yvonne had asked me to do this because I started using the products in June, and my initial reason for reaching out to Cassie, who had shared with me, was due to fibromyalgia. So I, at the time, had no desire whatsoever to do the business. And I even told Cassie, I said, listen, like I have done different things before, I've gotten involved, but I'm learning how to say no. And so right now, I just want to use the product. I just want to feel better. And so, about probably 3 weeks into it, I was sold, and I am going to be a Plexus product user for life. But several months later, I started getting more results, more results, more results. And so people were asking me, what are you doing? What are you doing different? I can just tell there's something different about you. And so I started sharing. The only thing I've done different is using Plexus. And it's a simple drink with 2 supplements. And it's helping me to make better food choice decisions. It's helping with my cravings. It's just helping with so much. And I really didn't realize how much it was reflecting on the outside, and people were noticing. And so before I knew it, I had 3 people I had shared with, and what do you know? I was a silver. So I was like, well, maybe I should be doing the business. Like, why shouldn't I? And so, being a stay at home mom, I have 4 kids. I am a part time ministry director for children's ministry. And we also run a business cleaning new construction homes. So I'm always steering my wheels, trying to find a way to stay out of the corporate world. Just being honest, like corporate world's not for me. I finally come to terms with that, and that's okay. So whatever I have to do to make sure that I can provide for my family while being at home, then this has allowed me the opportunity to be able to do that. The first check I got was $25, and I was like, Agnes, I can like fill my tank of, I can get some gas. Like I'm just excited about $25 because I can get extra gas. And so, encouraging enough, like the next month it was up, and then I started seeing, and I was like, whoa, okay, step back. I was able to pay off credit cards. I was able to put it towards Christmas to provide for my kids. And now I am working on almost having some medical bills paid off. And so the goal with my Plexus money is to get those paid off and start working towards more of financial freedom. Of course, there's going to be some things that are going to come up, and we're always going to have that. But just making a plan A, not a plan B, because Plexus has really stepped in to be more of a plan A for me, and I absolutely love it. The best part is being able to share with everybody else. If there's one thing that I can say, it doesn't feel like work. I don't feel like I'm in sales. So those who are scared and say, I can't do sales, it's not about sales. It's really about sharing. I mean, if you absolutely have passion for people and want to help others, if you use the products, you're going to know what I'm talking about, because it's going to be very natural for you to just share with everybody that you come into contact with. I recently hit gold, and I did that in 3 short months. Now, it might take people shorter or longer to get there. I really wasn't in a hurry. I honestly said, I'm in this for the long haul. So as long as I'm consistently doing what I know is best to do, then I'm going to get there. So I didn't stress about that. Now my goals, now that I've hit gold, I'm stepping my game up a little bit, and I really want to see how far I can go in the next 3 months. So if you're here tonight and you're considering this as an opportunity for financial and then community, the women that I have on here has absolutely, I have some best friends now in just since June, and I would call them more like sisters. I mean, Plexus One truly is a family. I spend the majority of my week that is involved with other people or with these ladies whenever we have our meetings and whenever holidays were around. So, I'm just very grateful for our community and for the group. So if you also love empowerment and love positivity, then this is absolutely something that you should consider.
Hey, I think it's my turn. Is that right, ladies? Awesome job, Julia. My name is Susie Freitag. I'm coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm a senior gold ambassador with Plexus. And my journey started in 2018, and I won't go into a ton about my health testimony, but I'm really here today because of that health testimony. As has been said, our products are so effective that you cannot help but want to share that with other people. So I am a self-proclaimed introvert. I do not like big social settings, but I do deeply love pouring into people on a one-on-one basis and meeting people where they're at. And I can honestly say that that is one of my biggest assets coming into this business and this industry, is that component of deeply caring for people. But it also kept me from really wanting to pursue anything related to this business opportunity in the beginning, because I wanted nothing to do with a network marketing company. I didn't want to do anything related to social selling. If you invited me to a party, I did not want to go, anything related to that. But then again, like I said, there was this health testimony, and I felt like someone turned a light switch on inside of me, and it opened up a lot of doors for me. So I everything I've done for work had to do with, once I became a mom, I gave up my corporate job and I worked around my kids' schedule. So I really had no desire to go back to the corporate world, and I was a teacher and I did certain things. So I'll be honest with you, I've lost a lot of jobs and I've quit a lot of jobs. And I found myself shortly after starting Plexus in the position of losing yet another job. And I was in a really bad place. I was frustrated. I was devastated, being almost 50 and feeling like I had to start all over again. It was not a good feeling. But I had this Plexus thing going on, and I was beginning to share, and I was having people that were taking products and they were having success on the products. And so I started to look at this a little bit more, because this was providing an income for me and it was getting my products paid for, so I didn't have to go back to feeling the way I was feeling in the midst of losing a job. So it was actually when I started saying, I might need to look into this a little bit deeper. So in 2019, I kept going on my Plexus path, health-wise and opportunity-wise, and I hit the rank of gold. And my husband, he started watching me, because in the beginning he was very skeptical. He poo-pooed the whole thing. He just thought I was crazy. And he looked at me and he said, you know what, you really are different. And to know him is to know that he's a wealth management advisor. Not a penny goes out the door in our household without him knowing about it, including me buying the products for myself. So when I started telling him how passionate I was beginning to become about this opportunity and just sharing this vision with others, because I felt like a completely different person, he sat down with me and looked at the comp plan. And he looked at it and he said, you know what, Susie, you really need to explore this opportunity. Like, this is amazing that this could really build a decent residual income and a legacy business for our family. So I come here today and to tell you that 2020 has been my biggest year yet. I have doubled my business. I am becoming what Jen and Yvonne described on those wonderful graphs that they showed you, that I am building a team. I'm setting goals. I'm becoming a leader. I'm coming out of my shell. I'm pouring into people. I'm utilizing my strengths that I was afraid to use before. And I added 52 ambassadors to my team in 2020. And when I say ambassadors, I didn't even know that, because to me, there's no numbers in this. It is, how many people can I help? How many people can I serve? How many lives do I have the opportunity to change just by being myself and just by having a real conversation and sharing all of this, the products, the opportunity, the culture, the friendships, the prizes, the travel? How many lives can I impact? And my whole family is a Plexus family. We are all on the products, and I don't have to worry about keeping a family of 4 on all of our products and staying healthy. So I am on a great path of self-discovery and growth and building a legacy business, and I'm not looking back. So thanks for letting me share. And now I get to pass off to Amy.
Thank you, Susie, and thank you all for sharing. We are so glad y'all are here with us tonight. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for taking your time to watch this. I wanted to share a little bit about how I started and when I first heard about Plexus. Everybody has their ride or die, their bestie, and I was with her. She's the one who took me to go. She literally drove me in the car to go get Botox the first time. She literally drove me to my first beginner's tennis lesson. And so our kids are playing in the cul-de-sac, rewind 7 years. I am a Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. So how I first learned about it was our kids were playing in the cul-de-sac, and she goes, have you heard about Plexus? She said, I don't think I'm going to miss this rocket ship. She's like, you need to join me. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was network marketing. I'm like, might do network marketing, this Plexus Worldwide. She's like, yeah. And so that was the first seed that was planted of Plexus, of not wanting to miss out on the rocket ship of what this opportunity was. So I watched and saw what happened with our friends. And, my husband and I, as most of you know my story, we bought Plexus as our, anniversary present for our anniversary. And it gave us such health benefits. And when I joined, when I ordered, one of my friends said, you need to do this. You're a real estate agent. And I'm like, no, I was like, I've been selling real estate for 18 years at that point. I said, I love what I do. I'm a matchmaker. I make a difference. I help people with their largest investment. For me to do Plexus, it has to really make a difference in my life and really have to be able to help others. Y'all, 7 years later, I'm still here. It has made such a difference for my life. It's made a difference for the friends that I've shared it with. It's made a difference with the friends they've shared it with. I knew one person on this call, Michelle Pilos, when I started Plexus. Everybody else on here were strangers who have been friends like family now. We work together. We have this tribe. We have an empowering community. That's why I'm still here. And the products, y'all, they're amazing. It's gut health. And Jen, I was trying to think of that term and I cannot think of it, but we will later. So we are changing lives. We are adding health. We are adding happiness, one person at a time. And so let me rewind back to my real estate career. So I was working for a large real estate company in our area. And every time the ambassador, as the real estate agents would make more money, they'd change the compensation plan. The market dipped in real estate, they would add business fees and we would have to add them to our customers and pass them on. And I remember I was 24 years old and I challenged the president of our company at an event one night because I was like, you can't do this. You can't add these fees. I just was not about passing a fee on to your customers. And so I ended up opening up my own real estate company so I could be my own boss. So I could make the decisions to help the people that I was working with to benefit them. So when I joined Plexus, what I found is a company that has leaders the way I would want to do business. Y'all, let me explain to you about the global pandemic. Last year in March, the CEO and the president of our company gave back their salary for the rest of the year. They created a $6 million stimulus plan to give back to our ambassadors. They were afraid. They saw that their ambassadors might not have jobs. Businesses were shut down and they wanted their ambassadors to thrive. That's why I'm here. Our company says, if you're blessed, be a blessing. That is what I'm about. That is why we're here. So I wanted to also share, so it is a turnkey business. I love my real estate business. I love it. I have to deal with mortgage lenders. Sometimes the rates go up and down. You're dealing with sellers and buyers. You have a lot of people depending on the transaction. In Plexus, it is a turnkey business. You give people a website, they can go in and order. If there's a customer service problem, we have a customer service. There's shipping. We have so much. The business is done for you. It is a turnkey business. It is a wonderful thing to be a part of. And my mission is to change the idea of network marketing. When somebody's talking to their bestie and they're talking about jumping on the rocket ship for Plexus, I want them to not be shy, not shy away because it's network marketing. It is a wonderful thing to be a part of. That is my mission. I was riding with my 15-year-old and his buddy the other day in the car, and they were making fun of my Plexus post. And I said, boys, I said, I am proud to share those posts on Facebook and social media. I am changing lives. I'm helping people, with health and wealth and happiness. And y'all, my 15-year-old said, Mom, I know. He goes, I cannot wait to turn 18 years old and be a Plexus ambassador. Y'all, he sees me. He sees that I have time freedom. He sees that I can be with him. I'm there in carpool. I get to hear about his day at the end of the day when I drive him home. I get to take him on trips. That's our love language in our family, is going on trips. We're going to Steamboat in 2 weeks, thanks to Plexus. And my husband told me recently, he does not give me compliments. My boys and my husband keep me very humble. But he told me, he said, Amy, he goes, we're building our dream home, y'all. We are building our dream home and hopefully break ground in the next month. But he told me, he said, Amy, he said, this would not be possible if it weren't for Plexus. He said, I want you to know that. He said, the 15th of the month, you have income, dropped into your bank account. The 15th of the month, it's residual income. It's because I shared with a friend. She shared with a friend. They shared with a friend. It's residual. When I first started, I went Ruby in 6 months. By 3 years, I had that Plexus Lexus. And everybody has different time frames. They're different personalities. And y'all, the great, beautiful thing about Plexus is every personality can make this work for them. So I just encourage you to reach out to the person who invited you here tonight and let them know what they can do to help you jump on board. It is a rocket ship and is a wonderful rocket ship to be on. So thank you guys for listening in.